Bilateral cooperation between Kazakhstan and South Korea is reaching a new level. The countries' relations have significantly expanded the interaction horizons of the Fresh Wind Economic Cooperation Program for 2019 until 2022. The project was signed in April this year during the state visit of President of South Korea Moon Jae-in to Kazakhstan. The program includes cooperation in 10 industries as well as implementation of 58 projects. This program includes the development of information and communication technologies, digitalization, and cooperation on the fourth industrial revolution. Moreover, it also includes the improvement of transport and logistics centers, as well as infrastructure, development of oil and gas sectors, mining, construction, and tourism. In addition, areas such as healthcare and education are also part of the program. It will give an impetus to the implementation of Kazakhstan's Nordlijol program. The current package of Kazakhstan and Korean industrial and innovative projects is worth about $7 billion. 19 projects worth $2 billion have been implemented, while 6 projects, which total more than $2 billion, are currently being executed. The work package includes the participation of Korean company in the construction of the Big Almaty Ring Road. In addition, a joint car assembly plant will also be opened in the future. Korea is actively investing in Kazakhstan compared to other countries in Central Asia. About $4 billion have been invested into the local economy. The revenue is increasing. Last year, the revenue was recorded at $2.5 billion. In the first half of this year, we reached 90% of the figure. The trade turnover has reached $2 billion. By the end of the year, the figure is expected to double. Kazakhstan exports oil, uranium, copper, and steel to South Korea and imports electronics, equipment, and cars from the country of morning freshness. Currently, there are more than 500 enterprises with participation of Korean capital operating in Kazakhstan. A new modern ferroalloy plant was launched in Karaganda region. Leading world enterprises from 7 countries in the field of engineering and high-tech industry took part in the construction of the facility. High-quality ferrosilicon will be supplied to Russia, Turkey, South Korea, USA, and European countries. The share of Kazakhstan content in the production of the finished products will be more than 94%.
Новый ферросплавный завод – это не только показательный пример высокого развития Казахстана.
The new ferroalloy plant is not only a good example of high development of Kazakhstan, it is also the proof of investment attractiveness of Kazakhstan. The production uses the most advanced innovative technologies and Industry 4.0 that meets all the high requirements of the program for the technological modernization of the economy and the digitalization of Kazakhstan's industry. The products produced at the plant will become 100% export-oriented and meet the highest international requirements in terms of quality and in the field of ecology.
Самым высоким мировым требованиям как в области качества, так и в области экологии.
The project was implemented as part of the State Industrial and Innovative Development Program. The total amount is 32 billion tenge. At the initial stage, the production volume will be 180,000 tons per year. This allows Kazakhstan to be in the top 10 of the largest world producers of ferrosilicon. The capacity is planned to be increased up to 240,000 tons every year. The air purification is 99.8%. Microsilica is made of collected dust from the gas cleaning system. It is used in the production of high-grade cement. Karaganda is a region with developed metallurgy industry. For the last 3 years, a number of modern technological and mining and metallurgical manufacturing production facilities have been opened in the region. In the first half of 2019, the production growth was recorded at 72%. Investment projects play a crucial role in the region. Currently, 35 projects worth more than 1 trillion tenge have been implemented, of which 17 of the projects are with foreign participation. Agrarians in Kazakhstan plans to increase the export volume of their agricultural products. The growth of the volume is planned to be achieved by using advanced technologies in the agro-industrial complex. Innovative projects will be used to build additional areas for drip and sprinkler irrigation. Up to 30% of water will be saved in Pavlodar region by using these systems. Irrigated lands will be expanded to 95,000 hectares and the total sowing will be increased to 300,000. Such measures will give the opportunity to produce agricultural products in the amount of nearly 80 billion tenge. Increase in export is also planned through the development of rain-fed agriculture. The lands will be sown with oil seeds and grains using aquasorbents and aquagels. The average indicator of irrigated lands is about 240,000 hectares. We reclaim only 185,000 hectares. If we can reclaim other lands with the new technologies, we will increase the gross output as well as able to export our agricultural products. Kyrgyzstan is increasing the export supply of certified organic valerian. The medical plant grown in Isyk is being sold to Germany. The country is planning to enter Kazakhstan and the Czech Republic as its new markets. About 400 farmers are involved in planting the valerian plant in the region. Among them is Mirbek Jailkanov. This is a stable and profitable business. It is more profitable than selling vegetables. Farmers from Isyk initially grew the valerian plants in their gardens. However, there is a special plantation available to plant the valerians. Several years ago, German entrepreneurs helped to expand the business. They controlled the production process and organized trainings. They began to trust us when we learned about the production of high-quality products. They haven't come to us for the last 4 years. They only received the finished products from us. The medicinal plants on the northern and southern coast of Isyk are sown and harvested twice a year in spring and autumn. The products are washed, dried and crushed before being exported abroad. These are finished products, the ones that I hold in my hands. This is the remainder of the 2019 harvest. The products have high demand quality. They are crushed, air-dried and also dried in the dryer that we have. Up to 150 tons of valerian plants are harvested every year in Kyrgyzstan. E-books are becoming popular in Kyrgyzstan. In the Talas region, books are being converted into electronic format within the framework of digitalization. Significant growth of electronic book users is seen in the library of Karabura village. The number has more than doubled in the last 6 months. Many people are busy talking on the mobile phone. They should read e-books instead. The books are not harmful. It has a huge benefit for self-development. The database contains digital books of various subjects. For example, all versions of the epic Manas are available in the electronic format. All of the works of the great writer Chingiz Aytmatov are devoted to life stories. We have all of his books. We are able to read all of them. Besides, we also have books by foreign writers. There are 115 books in the library. In addition, we downloaded 400 to 500 books from the internet. It will be hard to carry if you take 4 to 5 hard copy books in the library. The e-book platform can store 2,000 books. It is very compact and easy to use. There is also a children's section in the library of Kopuro Bazar village. This is convenient for children who go to high mountain pastures in the summer with their parents. They have the opportunity to read various books in electronic format wherever they go. Ethno-memorial complex Map of Kazakhstan Atameken is a unique open-air museum where famous sites of the country are displayed in miniature model. The museum has become the center of attraction for foreign tourists. Russian tourist Yevgeny Yakubovsky read about the complex on the internet. After his arrival in Kazakhstan, the first place he visited was the museum.
Хотелось бы просто посмотреть на достопримечательности, потому что страна большая.
I would very much like to go on sightseeing to many places, but the country is large and it takes a lot of time to travel. With this, at least we can see what is interesting and beautiful. The Gerner family moved from Kazakhstan to Germany in the 1990s. This is their first return home after 20 years. They said during these years, Kazakhstan has completely changed beyond recognition. We flew from Germany. We have not been to Kazakhstan for 20 years, although we lived in Pavlodar. Evidently, the city grew. This is very good because it contributes to the development of the city. When you look, then you want to see in this form. Then you can immediately navigate where you want to go. Everything is very well done. The uniqueness of the open-air museum is that it occupies only 2 hectares of land. It widely represents the historical and cultural monuments as well as the natural landscape of the country. The map shows small but accurate layout of all regions of Kazakhstan. Interestingly, the complex is constantly updated with new layouts, which suggests that the country is constantly evolving.
Қазіргі таңда кешенімізде 452 макет бар. Сол жыл сайын бірақ олардың қатарын қосып көбейтіп отырамыз облыстардың.
Today there are 452 models in our complex, but we increase the number every year. New layouts by region are added. Every year the map undergoes restoration work. This year 17 new layouts have been added to the main plan of the areas.
Оның 11-і республикалық маңызы бар 3 қалаға қосылса, 6-ы басқа облыстардың қатарына қосылып тұр.
The Ethno-memorial complex was opened 18 years ago on the initiative of the first president of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev. In recent years, it has become popular not only among Kazakhstan residents but also foreign tourists. Last year, 2,500 tourists out of 24,000 are foreigners.
Это японский. Дадзё.
The spiritual capital of the Turkic world, Turkistan, will become the center of historical tourism. According to statistics, the city was visited by over 1 million tourists last year. In 2019, this figure is planned to be doubled. A spiritual cultural center will be built near the Hoja Ahmet Yasawi Mausoleum. It will be located on the territory of over 90 hectares. According to the general plan of Turkistan, a total of 11 projects will be commissioned, which includes a visitor center, an amphitheater, amusement park and museums. Turkistan has a rich past. The city played a big role in the history of the Kazakh Khanate. Therefore, we must take into account these features and develop the city in the right direction. Now we are working on the project of the spiritual and cultural center. It is at the stage of completion. Meanwhile, work is underway in Uralsk to preserve the architectural monuments. There are over 100 buildings built in the 18th to 19th centuries in the old part of the city. The concept envisaged the expansion of the pedestrian zone and the restoration of the facades of old structures. There will also be limitation on the movement of vehicles on the road, leaving only buses as well as newly added bicycle lanes. Entrepreneurs are invited to open entertainment centers, restaurants and shopping centers. This in turn will help develop tourism in the city.
Наш Уральск ценен тем, что это исторический город. Такого города.
Uralsk is valuable because it is a historical city. There is no such city like us except Turkistan. Professionals and experts will be involved in the project. We will discuss on how to do it right. In the future, there will be an anchor project for us to attract investments, and every square meter on the avenue will be appealing to entrepreneurs.
В проспекте будет и интересен предпринимателям.
There are many people who want to learn about the history of the ancient cities of Kazakhstan. There is also an increase in the number of tourists in the country. Therefore, much attention is paid to the development of the appropriate infrastructure. The nomadic culture of the Great Steppe attracts the attention of international society. Botai Archaeology and Ethnography Open-Air Museum in Akmola region is becoming popular. The architectural and cultural site consists of 7 dwellings of the Botai era. All of the dwellings are interconnected by an underground passage. Here, anyone can get acquainted with the history and life of the ancient Kazakhs who tamed horses for the first time. The museum was opened in 2018 as part of the Ruhani Jangiru program. As of today, say the site was visited by more than 8,000 people. Tourists from Russia, Poland, the Netherlands, Germany and the UK came to the site to see the historical finds.
Наша основная задача – привлекать больше наше подрастающее поколение к этой миссии, чтобы они познакомились.
Our main task is to attract more young generation to this place so that they can learn about the steppe civilization, the Botai culture. Many children come here. The nature, location, artifacts and open-air museum attracts the interest of people.
Все вот эти вот их артефакты, экспонаты их интересуют. То есть музей под открытым небом.
Students and school children in Pavlodar explored the local sacred places in the region. As part of the Margulan study project, which is initiated by Pavlodar State Pedagogical University, the students started their archaeological excavations together with scientists. Excavations on the coasts of Lake Toraygir in Bayanaul district were held for the first time. The group explored the settlements of people who lived after the era of the Kazakh Khanate. One of the places is Obyet Bulak.
Өз кезінде бұл қонысында Сұлтан Махмұд Торайғыровтың атасы Абет деген кісі өмір сүрген. Бұл нақты тарихи факт, тарихи.
Sultan Mahmud Toraygirov had a grandfather named Abed. This is an accurate historical fact based on the documents. According to research worker Sherbina, this place is called Durjanabed. There are wood constructions, stone houses and yurts.
Және де осында ағаш үйлер, тас үйлер мен киіз үйлер орналасқан болатын.
A winter camp is located northwest of Mount Akbet. Excavations have been carried out for 1 month at the area, and there are already many interesting finds.
Что они из себя представляют, как расположены в данном случае камни, с какой целью они расположены именно в таком порядке.
What do they look like? How are the stones arranged? For what purpose are the stones arranged in this order? What do they represent? What do they use to connect the stones to each other? What is the link? Perhaps this acts like a cement at that time. Here we found about 30 winter camps of different sizes, from 5 to 6 meters to 30 to 40 meters in diameter. We also found burial mounds.
От 30-40 метров диаметром. Нашли курганы, это захоронение.
According to the project authors, one of the main directions of the project is to involve the young generation into archaeological work. Therefore, the young people will know and respect the history of their ancestors.
I
learned that there are burial mounds in the Toraygir village. I've always wanted to participate in archaeological works. Our work is complex and interesting at the same time. An open-air museum will be opened at the place of the burial mounds and winter camps. According to the organizers, the opening of such cultural sites is aimed at popularization of historical monuments and places. The creativity of Dimash Kudaibergen is gaining popularity around the world. His songs are known in 114 countries and a fan club is established in each of the countries. Fans of the Kazakhstan singer held meetings to share the information about the life of their idol. Recently, a large group of fans visited Kazakhstan and met with Dimash. The tourists visited Nur Sultan, Almaty and the places around the cities. The French people opined that Kazakhs are warm and friendly and the country has an amazing nature. Almost all of the fan club members are planning to return to the country next year. They shared their impressions with each other as well as on the artist's fan page on social networks.
Allez, je vais l'avouer, je connais le Kazakhstan.
I learned about your country a year and a half ago when I discovered about Dimash. He is right in encouraging the international community to visit Kazakhstan. Your country is amazing. You keep your history, folklore and traditions. Kazakhstan deserves to be known and visited. We have lost connection with our forefathers and our uniqueness in the West. But in Kazakhstan, you meet people in national costumes sitting on horseback. It needs to be kept.
Chez nous, voilà, parce que nous avons été accueillis chaleureusement.
We felt at home because we were warmly welcomed there. This beautiful and wonderful country is very friendly and hospitable. We left our hearts there, and now we dream about returning there as soon as possible.
Et un peuple très chaleureux, très accueillant.